Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ground and Pound Podcast Dog of the Week video. And as always, this video is designed to give you my favorite betting underdog on the entire UFC Fight Night, Vallejos taking on Emmett card. And we're going to have to do something a little bit different this week. There is not an underdog that I like on the money line. So we've got some plus money for you, a plus money play. And as always, if you're enjoying the content here, hit that like and subscribe button. And without further ado, this week's variation of Dog of the Week is going to be That's right, people. Something a little bit different here for the Dog of the Week. I like this one not to go the distance in the co-main event here between Jillian Robertson and Amanda Lemos. And I think both women here are very live for a finish. It's sitting at around plus 110. And if you enjoyed that highlight reel tape, something a little bit different here for a plus money play for Dog of the Week. Hit that like and subscribe button as I break this one down. On this entire card, I've picked all favorites. There is not an underdog that I think is going to win. So therefore, we're going with something a little bit different. We're going to take this one not to go the distance. Now, the way that I see this fight playing out, I think Jillian Robertson's going to get this one to the floor. She's going to be able to get the takedown, get into a dominant position, club and sub against Amanda Lemos, who we know has terrible takedown defense, along with the fact that we know that Jillian Robertson's been making improvements throughout her career. She's been aggressive. She's been looking for finishes. And I think if she wants to get the club and sub or she wants to get a straight TKO with ground and pound, she is vicious when the fight hits the mat. And we're going to talk about keys to victory here and why I've taken this fight not to go the distance. I think it's going to be a Jillian Robertson inside the distance play. However, the way that this one's going to have to play out for Jillian Robertson, she's going to have to wrestle early, get this fight to the mat, drain on the gas tank of Amanda Lemos, and ultimately soften her up for a TKO or a submission in the second round. So for key to victory for Jillian Robertson is going to be get this fight to the mat with your wrestling. For the second key to victory, and this applies for both women here, it's going to be who is moving forward. If Amanda Lemos is the one moving forward, it's going to make it very difficult for Jillian Robertson to be able to get takedowns. It's going to allow Amanda Lemos to be able to land her big power shots, which she is known for early in rounds, in fights. In round 1 and 2, she carries a lot of pop, a lot of power, and she could definitely knock out any opponent. She's always live for a knockout. So having good forward pressure is going to be key for her to landing those big power shots. And for Jillian Robertson, it's going to be very important for her to have forward pressure in order for her to be able to get the takedowns. It's going to be much more difficult moving backwards, getting those takedowns. Backing up Amanda Lemos against the fence is going to do her well in order for her to mix in that wrestling. So for both women here, a key to victory is going to be having good forward pressure. And for Amanda Lemos, throw in combination. It's not always going to be the first one that's going to land. Disguise it behind the jab. Throw the big power shot behind the jab. Extended combinations here are what's going to get it done and for you to land that big powerful shot for this fight to not go the distance. And that's how I see this one. I understand the whole point is Dog of the Week, but if I don't like a betting underdog, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to shoot it straight. I think this one doesn't go the distance. That's how I like this one, sitting at around plus 110. My prediction, my official prediction is Jillian Robertson gets this one to the ground and ultimately finds the club and sub here. But if you're enjoying the content, hit that like and subscribe button. We got lucky with Cody Garbrandt last week. Hopefully Lady Luck can be on our side this week, but it doesn't matter which lady. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.